All right, let's dive right into this explainer. Look, if you spend any time online these days, you've undoubtedly seen those shiny, irresistible claims, right? Stuff like make $1,000 a day with AI, or copy and paste this one ChatGPT prompt to earn passive income while you sleep. I mean, it sounds absolutely amazing, doesn't it? Seriously, who wouldn't want a robotic assistant just printing money in the background while they sip pina coladas on a beach somewhere? But hey, as focused learners, we don't just blindly accept the hype, we look under the hood at the mechanics. So today, we're going to look way past those flashy thumbnails and break down the actual reality behind these wild claims.
So here's the big question we really have to ask ourselves. Is AI genuinely making people $1,000 a day? Is this a real, sustainable side hustle, or is it kind of just the same old school internet marketing dream wearing a shiny new AI costume? You know what I mean? Well, we're going to strip away all that guru talk today and break this down properly. By the end of our time together, you're going to understand exactly what it takes to hit those numbers, and you'll know exactly what to look out for before you invest your precious time or hard-earned money into the latest trending AI money-making method.
Because here's the thing, the gurus absolutely love to sell the dream that AI is this magic money machine. The pitch is always the exact same. Ask ChatGPT for an idea, let AI make the content, post it with an affiliate link, and boom, watch the cash roll in. But the reality? Well, the reality is completely different. AI is not a money machine, it's just a production tool. Now, don't get me wrong, AI is incredible. It can absolutely help you write scripts way faster, generate brilliant ideas, and create stunning images. But here is what you absolutely must take away from this. AI can help you create the actual thing, but it does not automatically bring you traffic. It doesn't build trust, and it certainly doesn't force a stranger on the internet to pull out their credit card.
Which brings us to Section 1, the missing links. Let's look at exactly what these gurus are skipping over.
You see, the massive, glaring problem with those flashy tutorials is that they skip the business side entirely. They show you the cool new tool, but they completely hide the business framework. The actual process of making money online goes like this. First, you pick a niche. Second, you create the content. Third, you get attention. Fourth, you build trust. And fifth, you actually convert that trust into sales. Now notice where AI actually sits in this whole process. It literally only occupies that second step, creating the content. That's it. It doesn't tell you how to get people to click on your blog post instead of the millions of others out there. It doesn't explain how to convince someone that your affiliate link is the one they should actually trust. The real-world money comes from attention and conversion. AI helps with one piece of the puzzle. It definitely does not replace the entire process.
Moving right along to Section 2, uncovering the hidden costs. Because there is always a price of doing business. Right, so behind all that shiny hype are some very real hidden costs that nobody talks about. First up, you've got the financial costs. I mean, you might need ChatGPT Plus, Canva Pro, some video editing software, maybe website hosting, $20 here, $30 there. Man, that adds up incredibly fast every single month. Then there's the time investment. Let's be real. Even if AI writes your script, you still have to fact check it, humanize it so it doesn't sound robotic, edit the video, and post it consistently. You also have to invest time in learning actual marketing skills, like how to write a hook that actually stops someone from mindlessly scrolling. But honestly, perhaps the biggest hidden cost is the cost of failure. Your first 20 videos, they will probably completely flop and bring in 0 sales. That testing phase is boring, it's frustrating, and it is entirely ignored in that whole $1,000 a day dream.
Which brings us to Section 3, doing the real math. Let's calculate the true cost of that $1,000.
Okay, let's say you're using AI to create content for affiliate marketing, which is by far the most common model out there, and you're promoting a product that pays you a fairly standard $30 commission per sale. Well, to make $1,000 in a single day with that $30 commission, you need exactly 34 sales. You need 34 different human beings to pull out their credit cards and buy your thing every single day. Now let's work backward from that number.
So, how many people actually need to click your link to get those 34 sales? Well, a standard, highly realistic conversion rate is about 2%. That means if 100 people click your link, 2 of them will actually buy. So, to get 34 sales at a 2% conversion rate, you are going to need 1,700 clicks a day. Yep, 1,700.
And here is the absolute staggering climax of our math equation. How many views on your AI-generated videos or blog posts do you need to get those 1,700 clicks? Well, if 1% of your viewers actually click your link, which honestly is a pretty solid click-through rate for broad content, you need a massive 170,000 daily views. Seriously, let that sink in for a second. You need 170,000 views every single day just to make that $1,000. And look, even if we change up the variables here, the mountain is still incredibly steep. Let's say you find a high-ticket item to promote, something with a $100 commission. Awesome, right? You only need 10 sales a day now. But if we follow the exact same realistic metrics of a 2% conversion rate and a 1% click-through rate, the math shows you still need 50,000 views every single day. Generating 50,000 to 170,000 views every 24 hours? That is an absolute masterclass in traffic generation. It is definitely, absolutely not beginner easy, and it's a massive missing bridge in these shiny AI tutorials. So let's move to Section 4, the true beginner journey, time for grounding the reality. Look, understanding this journey is exactly what separates the dreamers from the actual, real-deal business builders. A realistic journey simply doesn't start with $1,000 on day 2. It just doesn't. In your first week, you are literally just learning the tools. You're testing out prompts and figuring out how the heck to edit things. By month 1, okay, you might start getting some views, maybe a few hundred, maybe a couple thousand if a video really hits, but your sales will likely remain firmly at 0. It's usually around month 2 or 3, if and only if you stay consistent and actually learn from your data, that you get your first clicks and maybe, just maybe, make a $10 or $30 sale. And listen to me, that $30 sale might look super tiny compared to those flashy thumbnails, but guys, that is the real signal. It proves your system actually works, it proves there is demand, and it proves you are finally building a real business.
Which leads us to Section 5, a better way to start, proving a small system works. So knowing all of this math and all of this reality, how should we actually be using AI? Well, if you want to succeed, you need to start small by focusing on proving one simple system works. Do not, I repeat, do not try to be everywhere at once. Focus on one niche, publish on one platform, promote one product. Then, you use your AI tools to help you create 30 to 60 pieces of content around that single laser-sharp focus. This allows you to track simple numbers, really understand your audience, and actually figure out what works without getting completely overwhelmed by the whole shebang.
And when you adopt this highly focused mindset, wow, AI becomes incredibly useful. You stop treating it like some magic ATM, and you start using it as an amplifier for your own skills. AI is absolutely amazing for generating a massive list of content ideas so you literally never face writer's block again. It can help you punch up your video hooks to grab people's attention way faster. It can take one successful idea you had and effortlessly spin it into 10 different variations for you to test out. It can even analyze your comments section to tell you exactly what your audience is struggling with. See, you use AI to test faster, learn faster, and create much better content, not to just magically bypass all the hard work. And that brings us to our final verdict for this explainer. Can you actually make money with AI? Yes, absolutely. But my verdict, based entirely on the math and the harsh reality of building a business, is this. It is a real opportunity, but it is a highly overhyped promise. And it is definitely, for sure, not beginner easy. Listen, if you already have marketing skills, AI is a game changer that makes you wildly faster. But if you are starting from absolute scratch, from absolute zero, AI will not automatically make strangers watch your content, click your links, and buy your products. You still have to sit down and do the tough work to build those fundamental skills.
Well, I really hope this explainer brought you some solid clarity today and helped you separate the real hustle from all the wild internet hype. Always remember to ask yourself where the traffic is coming from before you buy into any massive claim. The real question you got to ask yourself is, are you willing to actually build the machine, or do you just want to play with the shiny new tools? I'd absolutely love to know what internet money-making claim you want us to do the math on next. Should we dive deeper into the nuts and bolts of AI affiliate marketing, or is there another huge claim out there you want demystified? Let me know, keep learning, stay curious, and I'll see you in the next explainer.